Hi, everybody. Hey, happy Sunday to you. Come on in. It's time to set our tone for the week. And this weekend, we actually have a beautiful full moon going in Scorpio. So it's going to be deep. It's going to be emotional the next few days. It's going to be eliminating what, we think we've got hidden way deep inside for us to bring to the surface and deal with. Scorpio energy is all about, it's about death, it's about rebirth, it's about transformation. And so it's very magical and mysterious. So you can really use your imagination and think of, like creative ways to look at what you want to shed, what is no longer serving you, and what you want your future to look like in that transformational process. I came across this quote earlier today, and I just thought it was so beautiful. Doesn't I don't know if it pertains, but it kind of does about rebirth. The whole world is a series of miracles. Isn't that crazy when you think about it? Like even down to like our human body and all the cells and all the intricate, miraculous things that had to be created for everything we see and experience to take place. And you've got just that same kind of magic within you. So it's all about harnessing that and getting into alignment with universal energies. And that's what we're here to do today. So the sun in the next couple days is actually sitting in the gate 27 of the I Ching, which is the gate of caring. And this seems like, oh, okay, that's an easy one. But most of us don't spend a lot of time really breaking down like the balance of energy exchange, like how much are we giving out versus how much are we getting back? And a lot of times people end up realizing they are very overcommitting their energy and they're not taking enough time to really give them that space to balance, and to put your oxygen mask on before you can put anybody else's on. So this is drawing awareness to that for you probably this weekend and into next week. And it's kind of like when you think about the art of breathing. It's like you have to have somewhat of an even exchange of what you're taking in and what you're giving out in order for it to work. You can't be just inhaling all the time. That's not going to work for long. Oh, hi, Carrie. Good to see you. So yeah, so we're talking about accountability, kind of just start looking around the different areas of your life and see where you might be caring too little, see where you might be caring too much. And, caring too much, even if you have the best intentions, it's really not good for either of you because when you don't give somebody the space, the true space that they need to experience their karma and to live out their lessons and to learn what they need to learn, you're taking that karma on yourself and you're not allowing yourself that same space to take care of your own stuff. So yeah, it's so important to find the balance in caring. It really, really is, especially for anybody that's a parent, especially for anybody that's a single parent. My heart goes out to you because that's a lot in the early years. That's a lot of energy, but definitely worth it. Definitely worth it, right? In the overall picture of things, definitely worth it. So again, just some reminders. Guilt is a big thing that plays on caring, and so a lot of us don't even realize we've been influenced our whole life to feel guilty, for not saying yes to everybody and helping everybody else out and making everything look sunshiny and roses, and then we fall into bed like with insomnia, or it becomes some kind of actual physical disease that we're dealing with because we don't have a release for that emotional buildup. And so I've been doing something probably because this gate has been eliminated recently, but I've noticed myself when I catch myself, which is a million times a day. We all do it. But when I catch myself thinking about like somebody else's problem, or just trying to like solve something for other people, or just kind of mulling over others in my mind, I've just been checking myself and going, is this necessary right now? And I'm telling you, like 8 out of 10 times, it's not. And then I've just been saying, like consciously, like I let it go with love. And it's nothing against the other person, but it's like I need that time and I need that space to focus on myself and, being caring to myself. And so I wanted to share that with you because you can probably relate. So, yeah, just look around, see if there's anything that's making you feel guilty. If it is, there's a red flag there, and you need to kind of look at it further. And anybody in human design, if you know your chart, anybody that's got an open head, open ajna center, open ego, open emotional solar plexus center, you're gonna struggle in this area. Or if you have the actual gate 27 activated in your design, it's going to be something that you're aware of. 27 gates are carers. We're big care bears. I've got a 27 gate, so I can say that. And then we also look at the earth, what gate the earth is sitting in. This is how we're going to be grounding this energy in, taking it in. And the earth is going to is in the gate 28, which is, it's all about looking at your life, looking at, everything, and trying to find out like what is meaningful. What is this game of life all about? Like, what is worth the struggle? What is worth fighting for? This goes right in with the beautiful Scorpio moon about, death, birth, transformation, and really taking a good solid look at those areas in your life, because you can end up, this is associated with the splenic center, which is houses fear gates, and so it can trigger fears in people, and so it can sometimes, like that deer in the headlights, where you get almost paralyzed, by a challenge or a big project or something that's coming up. I know I'm very bad about this. And yeah, you just kind of stop in your tracks, or like my husband, he'll just walk in circles, and you just get overwhelmed. You don't want that to happen. So you just want to be aware, of the energy that's moving through your field this week, because sometimes you might catch yourself in these moments, and then because you've taken the time, to know what's going on in the cosmic, air that we're all taking in, you go, oh, I get it. Okay, this is just kind of like the universal energies. It's just the transits. Like, I'm good. This isn't me. So, that energy is going to be really important to just, turn it around and look at life like it's an adventure. I mean, sometimes it's a great adventure. Sometimes the adventures kind of suck, but it's an adventure, and every little bit of it, every piece, every moment is meaningful in the big scheme of things. So instead of letting yourself get paralyzed with fear about, taking on challenges, one of the things that I put in our biofeedback today was I can embed affirmations, and it turns it into a frequency that we receive. And so I put in there, I thrive in situations that challenge me, because I think that we can all use a little shot of that and less victim consciousness. Like, why is everything happening to me? So anyways, the other things that I put in to our biofeedback tones is focusing on the solar chakra, solar plexus. That's where we have our sense of self, and we can separate what is ours, what is not ours. Give it back with love. And the heart chakra, that's obviously tied into, I'm focusing with that on self-care and having more compassion for myself and giving myself more space and love. And then the essential oil myrrh, very powerful healer with this Scorpio energy. We're going to use that to work for us. And sacred geometry, the flower of life. Again, very, very powerful stuff. And I put in the gene key DNA activations for the 27th gate of caring, the 28th gate of meaning and what we're struggling for, and then the moon is actually transiting the 57th gate, which is the gate of intuition. Of course it is, because it's a Scorpio full moon. So we might as well like bring that to heightened awareness level and use it to our advantage. So let's go ahead with that and we'll get started taking in our beautiful biotones. Just sit back, put your feet on the floor if you can. If not, just set the intention. And we'll start to take a couple nice deep big breaths, focusing on the exhale, keeping in mind that balance of breathing in, breathing out, taking energy in, taking energy out, and focusing on setting the intention of harmonizing that in your life this week. Bring your attention and energy to the heart center. Feel yourself grounding and centering there. And with that, with this next exhale, we'll start to drop our energy down, moving down through our torso, down through our legs, out through our feet, and bringing that column of light that is you, that is your beautiful spark, down into the earth. Like roots of a tree, you can feel yourself just absorbing everything you need this week. All the energy, all the healing, all the love. Keep that column of light moving down, down, down towards the center of the earth, the crystallized core. Feel yourself plugging your energy into that core and just starting to resonate and vibrate with it. Starting to pull back up that beautiful earth magical energy. Feeling that move through your feet, up your legs, up through your heart space. And we're going to go ahead with this next exhale and bring that out the top of our head, our crown chakra. And we'll keep that moving up past the moon, past the sun, past all the stars and planets in our galaxy. And when we get to that imaginary border of all that we know, with this next inhale, we'll go ahead and push past that into the white light, into the ether, the Akash, the space of all-knowing and non-judgment, where all creation starts. Just feel yourself acclimating to this beautiful energy, this high vibrational frequency. And with this next exhale, start to drop that back down the corridor, that column of light you've created, bringing it down through your crown, through your third eye, moving in past your throat, which is your space for being open and authentic. That's our intention with this healing session. And letting that energy come to rest in your heart space, just like the earth energy did, mixing together and absorbing all around you. And with that, we'll play the tones. beautiful. Sit for a moment and just let all of that magic settle into your bones, deep into your bones. This will give you so much nourishment. Most of us are not nearly nourishing ourselves enough, especially with all of the, the changes and the things that we've had to very quickly adapt to in the last year. So why don't we go ahead and take a gathering breath, dropping our hands down and just bringing up that beautiful earth energy, mixing it in with that creative life force energy of the heavens, bringing that down into our energy field and letting your hands settle in front of your lower dantian, which is just right over your 3 fingers below your navel. That is our storage, our deep storage center. And so this is where you take that extra universal energy and you just store it away like a little chipmunk would in their cheeks. And then whenever you need it, and you don't have time to quite go out and nourish yourself at that moment, you just close your eyes and you just picture that being released and just doing the healing that it needs to do. Hey, Kat, you found it. Thanks for joining. And you're right. Like that always feels so good. And it just takes like a minute or two. It's amazing, like the changes we can make in an instant. So thank you all for joining. I hope you guys have a wonderful, beautiful week. Enjoy this full moon energy. Use that magic that we've got, that creative magic, that mystery of life, and have an adventure. And just make sure to put yourself first. Oh, wow, Carrie, your hands went from cold to hot, almost sweaty. That in Qigong, I mean, these hold so many chakra points. This is where we really connect in with that universal life force. And so that's actually a really good sign. That's a really good sign that you were taking that in and you were activating specific things within you. So yay! I love it when you guys give me feedback. That always just makes my day. So love you guys and have a good one. And I will see you next Sunday, same time. Bye for now.